Yeah, I'll get around like this. Hey, brother. I made some money.
I'm doing good, sir.
Got bread now. That's right. Part of it. Come on, man. I can end up
He was at that signal walk. He was at that signal walk.
He used to look right.
Oh, Little Rock. Okay.
He was hanging out with her.
Oh no.
Are they gonna show up?
Apparently not, because he's not here.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah, we call them, they don't show, we go. That's something.
You don't know this guy, do you? You don't know this guy, but don't agree on
You know, Lou Horton. And Lou Horton used to be in the legislature and was president of.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time now is 5:33. It appears that we do not have a quorum. We need 9 to have a quorum to have a meeting. I do not know if the others are going to show up. Anybody of the press, can y'all go out and see?
I just, spoke with them.
Okay, and they are not going to participate?
On record, well, I'll just say what she said. Hold on. Going in there because I'm not gonna do a record. Oh, you gonna do off record? The visual is always, why aren't y'all coming to this meeting? So if you want to set the record straight to say why y'all don't show up, and then it won't be any insinuations of why. Y'all can set the record straight and say, this is the reason why we don't come to this meeting. Because right now, you know, when I write the story,
Procedural ordinance states
there it goes, come on.
that we come to, that we follow.
I'm not. So basically, per the procedural ordinance that they passed, they are abiding by that procedural ordinance. That's supposed to come out of the county clerk's office.
They have not abided by any rules since in 2.5 years. Okay. In order for us to proceed with a meeting, we have to have a quorum. The procedural ordinance that they put in place advised that the regular meetings with committee meetings would fall on the first Tuesday of the month and then the second Monday of the month. So that's according to the procedural ordinance that they put in place. So we also have had the committee meeting, and there were items that was brought forward. Now, it appears that they want us to play cat and mouse, and we have business of the county that needs to be taken care of. We have a transfer that we have asked for, that we've been asking for since May of 2024, and that is so that we can pay the FBT lease and lease interest. And we're not able to do that because these individuals will not participate, will not do an internal transfer to make this, so that we can make this payment. Let me explain to the public is that we are not asking or did not ask for any money from county general or any additional appropriation. We were asking for those monies internally because we had to lay off 10 people in order so that we would have enough money to cash and appropriations to be able to make these transfers so that we could make those bills, pay that loan. There is we are setting ourselves up for civil liability if we do not get that business taken care of. We have someone from FBT Bank that has spoken with some of those individuals to explain to them how detrimental this would be to the county. Now, again, we've been trying to get this internal transfer since 2024 and have not been able to do so. And these actions taken by these Quorum Court members is detrimental to the county. We're not getting any business taken care of. And it appears that everything that comes through my office, in my opinion, in the road department, voted against and we're not able to do any business. But be that as it may, I'm saying to Scotty, I apologize for this lack of participation and the Quorum Court not doing their job. Whatever legal action that is taken, it's not just going to be against me, it's going to be against this Quorum Court for not doing their job. And they're not doing their job, in my opinion. They're obligated to take care of business of the county, whether they like who's sitting at this seat. Does not matter. They're here to take care of business for the county. And so I'm not going to waste time. They're not here, so there's no reason for us to proceed in this meeting because we do not have a quorum. So with that in mind, I am going to...
Hang on just a second. Is there any way you can take any type of emergency action to get that debt took care of?
No, if I could take that, in order for the monies to be moved from salaries to operating lines, it has to be a Quorum Court decision, a Quorum Court vote to do that. If I could, by court order, I would have already done it. And we wouldn't be at this point right now. But there seems to be, we have certain Quorum Court members who, once we leave this, who seem to be the spokesperson and know it all for the county. But the bottom line is that business is not being taken care of, or at least not in these regular meetings. So, again, unless anybody else have anything, I'm going to.
Hey, Judge, I'd like to speak about that.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. This is Scotty Ray of FBT Bank.
I'm Scott Ray, Executive Vice President of FBT Bank and Mortgage. I guess I just don't understand what's going on. I just had a Quorum Court member that's not participating right now come over here and tell me that they didn't know anything about the situation between me and the judge, which offends me. First of all, I didn't start this leasing program with the county. I was not even employed at this bank at that time. I was on the bank board. But between me and the judge offended me because it's got nothing to do with me and the judge. It's got to do with FBT and the Quorum Court in Jefferson County. And they say, if they're saying they knew nothing about this leases, that is a bald-faced lie. Ms. Taggart has written checks for the last 5 years come out of her office. She's paid me some leases already this year because they paid some. Paid off a piece of equipment that was sold in error at the auction. So saying that they have no idea these leases are going on is bull crap. It's not true by nobody. I've not taken a stand. I've not been on no side. I've not been on the judge's side, the Quorum Court side. But we're 126 days late on these leases. Tuesday, I have to go to my board and report this. Now, my board is then going to take, they got to go to the state with this. it's not, this has got nothing to do with anything other than we did this in good faith, made loans in good faith. Hey, the county took them in good faith, and it was not between FBT and the county judge, Gerald Robinson. It was FBT and Jefferson County. I mean, again, the judge signed them. Ms. Taggart has funded them. We've never had any problems until last year. And last year, we didn't get paid. They're due on April the 7th each year. We set it up on a yearly deal because that is when tax revenue starts coming in. Last year, it was late, but we got paid on July the 3rd. So this year, I was assuming that maybe by July the 3rd, we'd get it again this year. But here we are, August the 11th. Now, regulatory's, I've got no choice but to go forward. And what a shame it's gonna be if we have to do something to have an auction to sell off this equipment. My goodness, what have we done to Jefferson County? Right, wrong, just like the judge, just like the quorum court members, personalities has nothing to do with doing the right thing. If you didn't have the money, that'd be one thing. But to just pick and choose who you pay, and here's the most irritating thing to me. We have done stuff for the county. We have banks here. We want to do business in Jefferson County, and we're the only one that's not getting paid. What in the world are we thinking? I mean, that's just, this is not, I mean, this is, you know, I've told this to more than one person. How in the world we can do anything we want to do to downtown Pine Bluff, we can do anything we want to do to anywhere in this county until we straighten this mess out. Why would anybody come here and start a business? We've got a railroad, we've got water, we got a port, major interstate come through this county. Why would anybody bring any kind of big company here if we can't even run our county? You know, I just don't understand, but this is the main thing, is we're in dangerous territory, because Tuesday, by law, I've got to turn it over to my board.
Right.
So, I mean.
And by law, to reiterate that, by law, a lease has to be paid off in 5 years.
5 years, and you are, one of them is past due right now.
Right, and so this will go to leg audit.
Absolutely,
We turn over to the state.
absolutely.
And from that, regulatory commissions and all that stuff, lawsuits will be filed, and if that's the case, then repossessions of equipment, which means that we won't be able to do roads, we won't be able to do the things necessary that our tax monies are being paid for.
Might cost more jobs.
Yeah, so the thing is that you are absolutely right. There's no argument there. We can only do so much. If the quorum court doesn't cooperate, as I said, we have asked for these same monies since May of 2024 to make these transfers, and those payments could be made with no problem. The 2025 budget, a motion was made by Justice Carroll to one of those motions, and was to take away the county attorney's pay, to delete him completely from the budget. That $25,000 was sent over to the prosecuting attorney. Another one was to take my budget, which is the county judge's budget, and put it back to the 2024 numbers, where when we submitted our budget for 2025, we had those monies on the lines where they were needed to pay those bills, where we would not have any problem. And so they elected to do that with 5 yeas, 3 abstain, and 5 absent. Now, I don't know whenever we passed a motion or whatever with those type of numbers, but it's been done. And so, again, you got to do what you got to do, and I understand that. I hope we can get this thing resolved, maybe call another meeting or whatever, but we need to get it resolved. And so, yeah, Justice Byrd.
Just, wait, I'd make a motion, we call the roll and then adjourn.
Okay. Madam Secretary, would you do that? There's a motion and a second. All in favor, respond by saying aye to that. Okay. Madam Secretary, would you call the roll?
Reginald Adams. Roy A.G.
Yeah.
Conley Byrd.
Present.
Alfred Carroll. Melanie Dumas. Jimmy Fisher.
Present.
Brenda Gaddy. Ted Harden.
Justice numbers earlier. Can you just kind of explain?
Well, let's go ahead and for you. This.
They don't come out.
Okay.
Can you kind of explain why you all are not attending the first meeting called Quorum Court?
Well, what happens with those meetings is we send an agenda to the clerk. The clerk sends the agenda out. I'm sorry, I'm saying that wrong. The clerk sends the agenda out to everyone. Once the clerk sends that agenda, that's what we go by. Well, at this point, we sent the information to the clerk. The clerk sent it back out, and he changed it. You cannot change what the clerk sends out. By our procedure ordinance, the clerk sends out the agenda, and that's what we go by. And you cannot change that. I don't care how much you want to change it. By law, it comes out of the clerk's office. So it is what it is.
So are y'all about to hold a meeting, a separate meeting?
Yes, we're about to hold one right now. Dr. Birch, you move.
Judge Robinson. So I played a little recording earlier and according to Reginald Johnson, he also said on top of the agenda not coming out of the clerk's office, you made some changes to that agenda. Do you wish to comment on?
Yeah, there were no changes made to their agenda. Those items that were put on the agenda, it did go through the county clerk's office. We sent it to the county clerk's office. We added those agendas, those things on the committee that came out of committee. So those were the changes. So it really was not any changes. None of that stuff came through committee. And so they contradict themselves and they're being hypocritical because on one hand they're saying the agenda, they set the days for the meetings. And then they said they set the agendas out of the county clerk's office, and then what they say, they omit the committee by this super sponsorship. Nobody's ever heard of a super sponsorship. And then how can you have a super sponsorship? You have to meet. How do you know what's on the agenda? You have to meet to see what's on the agenda to even decide whether you're going to be a sponsor or not. So they're being very hypocritical. What they're doing is trying to, again, usurp authority. They're trying to have their own separate meetings, a government within a government. And we know that that's not right. So that's all I have to say about it. That is a bald-faced lie that we've changed anything.
So are you alleging that they had a meeting to?
I believe they did. Common sense will tell you how can you decide on 12 items and that you're going to be a super sponsor to that without having a meeting to even know what's on the agenda. That means that you must know what's on the agenda prior to even sending it to the county clerk's office. So I don't feel like the public is being fooled by what they're doing. I think they are very aware of the antics that they're playing in this arena. So again, I'm not going to play that cat and mouse game with them, but this is a disservice to the people of Jefferson County, and I hope they do remember that. 8 individuals have taken it upon themselves to be the voices of all 13 justices on this court.
We would like a chance to address that also in the meeting, because I think everybody wants to talk, because he's making everybody look bad, and he's the one also.
This is his birthday. Right. Yeah.
So y'all will just.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, you guys, in the absence of the county judge, I'd like to make a motion that Justice Carroll chair this meeting.
Second.
Motion is second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any nays? Ayes have it. Justice Carroll.
Looking forward to the day when this won't be necessary.
Turn your mic on.
Okay. Call this meeting to order. Prayer.
Father God, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for this opportunity to come and conduct business for the county. Lord God, we ask your holy power and your forgiveness for our misunderstandings, our misdeeds. But Lord God, you know all things. And so with that being stated, Lord God, bless this meeting that we come forth with fruit that is powerful and mighty for the constituents of Jefferson County. In Christ Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Madam Clerk.
Reginald Adams.
Here.
Roy A.G. Conley Byrd. Alfred Carroll.
Here.
Melanie Dumas. Here. Jimmy Fisher. Brenda Gaddy. Here. Ted Harden. Cedric Jackson. Patricia Johnson. Reginald Johnson.
Here.
Richard Victorino.
Here.
Marguerite Williams. Here.
Reading of the minutes, please.
Jefferson County Quorum Court dated 5:30 p.m. on Monday, July the 14th, 2025. Justice Jimmy Fisher gave the invocation. Judge Gerald Robinson called the meeting to order. Judge Robertson asked everyone to cite the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag. Tiffany Lowry, Chief Deputy Clerk, called the roll. The following members answered present upon calling their names: Reginald Adams, A. Roy A.G., Conley Bird, Alfred Carroll, Melanie Dumas, Jimmy Fisher, Brenda Gaddy, Ted Harden, Cedric Jackson, Patricia Johnson, Reginald Johnson, Richard Victorino, Marguerite Williams. The minutes for the June 2025 Quorum Court meeting were read aloud. Judge Gerald Robinson objected to the reading of the June 9, 2025 meeting that was referred to as a special call meeting. Justice Ted Harden made a motion to approve the minutes with the county judge's exception, which was seconded by Justice Patricia Johnson. The motion failed with a roll call vote of 5 yeas, 6 nays, and 2 absent. Unfinished business. Several justices voiced concerns that the agenda being covered was not the agenda from the county clerk's office. Justice Patricia Johnson made a motion to add the county clerk agenda items to the county judge agenda, which was seconded by Justice Ted Harden. The motion failed with a roll call vote of 5 yeas, 5 nays, and 3 absent. New business. 2025-12, a vote to override judge's veto of ordinance 2025-12 was read. There was some discussion among the justices and county judge. This vote passed with a roll call vote of 8 yeas and 5 nays. 2025, an appropriation ordinance to transfer funds within Fund 2000 Road was read. Justice Ted Harden made a motion to approve, which was seconded by Justice Conley Bird. This appropriation ordinance failed with a roll call vote of 5 yeas, 6 nays, 1 abstain, and 1 absent. 2025, an appropriation to provide a transfer and appropriation of funds within Fund 1000 County General OEM was read. Justice Ted Harden made a motion to approve, which was seconded by Justice Conley Bird. This appropriation ordinance failed with a roll call vote of 5 yeas, 6 nays, 1 abstain, and 1 absent. 2025, an appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer within Fund 3403 MECA was read. Justice Ted Harden made a motion to approve the ordinance, which was seconded by Justice Jimmy Fisher. The appropriation ordinance failed with a roll call vote of 5 yeas, 6 nays, 1 abstain, and 1 absent. 2025, an appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer of funds within Fund 3026 Public Defender was read. Justice Ted Harden made a motion to approve, which was seconded by Justice Conley Bird. The appropriation ordinance failed with a roll call vote of 5 yeas, 6 nays, 1 abstain, and 1 absent. 2025, a resolution of the Quorum Court of Jefferson County, Arkansas, approving appointment of 1 member of the Port Authority Board was read. Justice Ted Harden made a motion to approve, which was seconded by Justice Conley Bird. The resolution failed with a roll call vote of 5 yeas, 3 nays, 4 abstain, and 1 absent. There were no announcements, and there was no motion made to adjourn the meeting.
Okay, thank you, Madam Clerk. Reports from, we don't have any committees, so we don't have any committees that have been appointed in accordance with the new procedure ordinance. So there are no reports from any standing committees because we don't have any committees because they have not been formulated in accordance to the new procedure ordinance. Reports from our constitutional officers.
I'll provide a treasurer's report if you all would like one tonight.
We do.
Please.
Well, good evening. I will be reporting for the month of July. We had a beginning balance on July 1, $31,714,338.92. We had revenue for the month of July, $18,614,759.17. We had expenditures totaling $22,270,922.61, which gave us an ending balance on July 31, $28,058,175.48. I have no investments maturing until the month of September, so I'll meet with my depository board prior to that time to roll over those investments.
Okay. Any questions? Thank you. I have one question.
Yes, sir.
The percentage of the funds from the casino, those percentages change. Do you remember those right offhand?
I think the percentage for this year, we have 50% going into county general for general revenue expenditures and 50% going into the emergency reserve.
And just a roundabout figure what that consists of?
Prior, go ahead, I'm sorry.
What that consists of in the emergency fund?
I'm not for sure. I can give you an accurate figure if you would like. I can go to the office. We have a printout month to month, so I could give you an accurate figure if you would like that.
If it won't strain you, we're gonna be here a while.
It will not. Now, yes, I can tell you for the month of July what it was.
Okay.
So for the month of July, one second. Casino revenue for the month of July was $315,915.76. That was the total amount we received for the month of July. So half of that would go into county general reserve, and the other half would go into emergency.
Okay.
Emergency.
And you can send that total out to us before the week is out. Okay. Thank you very much. Justice Johnson.
Before we go on, I would like to explain to the public again, one, why we are in this room having this second meeting. And also, I would like for someone from the clerk's office to explain the process of what happens with these agendas.
Okay, we're going to put that, Justice, under reports from constitutional officers.
Okay.
Okay. Let me see if we got any other constitutional officers in there. Any information from constitutional officers at this time? Okay, Justice Johnson.
Okay, is there someone from the clerk's office who can explain the process of these agendas and why and what happened here?
So my understanding is according to the procedure ordinance, the items that need to be placed on the agenda are supposed to be sent to the county clerk's office. We compile the information and then we send out the agenda coming from the county clerk's office per the procedure ordinance. In this instance, the agenda went out. The county judge sent his items to the county clerk's office to be put on the agenda. The items were sent out, agenda was done, and then we received a second email from the county judge's office where they went in and changed up the items, moved their items first, and put everything else second.
So you all sent this out, I believe, if I'm looking at this correctly, on August 7th, correct?
That is correct.
And it was changed, which is not according to our procedure ordinance, and sent back out on August 8th.
I believe it was the same.
Or was it the same day?
It was the same day. So we send it out, and then later in the afternoon, they send it out again.
Okay, yeah, but I just would like the public to understand that it's law, that it comes from your office. No matter what we want to do, it has to come from your office, and once it's submitted, you guys send it out, and that's what it is. It's not to be changed, manipulated, or, just restructured at will. It's to be sent out and done, and that's what we go by. And here we are again, in the same position, only because it was manipulated. Had it not been manipulated, we would have been all together doing the same thing. And I just want the public to understand what's going on and why there's a second meeting. Nobody in this room is just here to meet. It's because the law is being broken. And that causes us to come back here to carry it out the right way. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. And Madam Clerk, the items that were sent from the judge's office, they were added to the agenda that you compiled in your office.
Correct. All items were placed on the agenda.
All right. Okay.
Excuse,
Thank you.
excuse me.
Yes, Justice Dumas.
I just have to say this, and may or may not be true, people may not agree with it, but I think this was another stunt to personally attack us, because the FBT was on the agenda to be done. And if the agenda was already sent out, then it should have been followed. However, it was changed because an email was sent to say that we would be following the one out of the county clerk's office. And then all of a sudden, we got another one out from the county judge's office, which is not the procedure. So I think it was personal for it to be stated that we do not want to give him his money. We do want to give him his money and we want to vote on it, but we still have to follow the law as Reginald stated. And the procedural ordinance is the law and states that the agenda comes from the clerk's office. And this has got to stop. I stood there and listened to him attack us out there to the press. And I don't think that's the right thing to do when the truth is not being told. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Justice Dumas. Financial report. It's coming back real quick.
Justices, this is just the casino revenues from its inception. So you can see by year what we've received starting from 2019 up through August of 2025. So, and it's listed by month, so if you wanted to see detail, that's what we've received. Now, there were some years that the percentages were 60-40, but this year it is 50-50.
And that cumulative number is a little over $9 million.
For, yes, from its inception, that's correct.
Okay, thank you. Comments from the public? Do we have anyone comments from the public on the item before us?
I have a comment.
Approach the microphone, state your name, please, for the record.
My name is, let's see.
It's so.
I think I could talk loud enough where everyone can hear me.
Okay.
Question in reference to your name.
State your name.
My name is Stephanie Johnson. I'm a property owner in Jefferson County. And this is in reference to just hearing the comments about the agenda being changed. Is there any reason why we don't use PDF, lock the file, so when it's sealed, you can't change it because whoever owns the file has to have it locked and therefore no one can change it? Something that I would suggest that you would do going forward as to avoid your issues with the agenda being changed, create it in Word, then convert it to PDF, lock it, put a password on it, and it's sealed and no one can change it, at least without that permission. That was just my comment.
Madam Clerk, could you address that?
So we already have the PDF file where it's not available for anybody else to alter, but the county judge is actually creating his own agenda. He's taking the items and using Word, redoing the whole agenda, and then saving it in Word and sending it out just as we are. So it's just basically 2 agendas. There's nothing for, yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Did you want to address this group? Or you
Sure,
satisfied?
absolutely. Address anybody. I'm Scott Ray, Executive Vice President of MPT Bank and Mortgage. We've got some leases that we've been doing business with Jefferson County for about 6 years. The last 2 years, we've had a difficult time last year we didn't get paid until July the 3rd, which was several days that are due on April the 7th of each year. It has been, we've set that up on an annual deal because it's, when taxes start coming in, April the 7th is when they're due annually. This year, we didn't get them on time, got some on time, got some that, have been going on, they're 126 days past due at this time. Got one that's 14 days past due, and that note has matured, which is, statute is 5 years on municipal leases, is all you're supposed to do, so that one is past law abiding situation. It's so it's 14 days past due. The total, we've had we got 8 leases that are no default at this time. I'm just at a point where Tuesday, I have got to go to my board and present all this, and then we got to turn it over as the board to the regulatory. Because it's, when you get, we got to show that our bank can stay insolvent. So, this is not, it's more to it than what made us up there wanting our money, which needless to say we do, because at this time, we're owed, if what is past due is, let's say it's,
$658,509.
that's exactly right, $658,509. Now, I did do something the other day. I was told to get on the agenda to send an email. I did not. I hand delivered one to the clerk's office. I hand delivered one to the county judge's office because I wanted to be on the agenda. I thought that maybe with,
You all there.
okay, I try to do what's right, what I'm trying to say, and I'm not picked any sides. Y'all never heard anything. I'm just in a position to where I've got to turn this over to regulatory, and that's not what I want to do for Jefferson County. I've lived here my whole life, raised a family here, been in business here, want Jefferson County to succeed, but you're talking about an ugly situation if we have to come and repo Jefferson County's equipment. But that's where we're at. Because I've got to do, when we turn it over to the state, it's not just me turning it over. I've got to show that I'm trying to get our money back. It's more to it than just saying, hey, we're going to come get it. I've got to show, because like right now, I'm safe. I'm not breaking the law because I am in collection mode. As long as I'm doing this, I'm in collection mode. But Tuesday, when I go to the board, I'm not in collection mode anymore if we're not able to get something situated. We're in regulatory mode because my board is then legally going to have to turn it over to the state. And that's just, it's a shame. It's just a total shame. And just like I told earlier, we've got everything going in Pine Bluff, or Jefferson County, I call it Jefferson. No matter what you do downtown, we got everything looking nice, but it don't matter what we do if we don't straighten this mess out. We got a railroad, we got a river, we got everything that you want in Jefferson County, but nobody is going to come here and want to do business in Jefferson County. My goodness, why would you? Why would anybody want to come invest billions of dollars in Jefferson County and we can't even pay our bills correctly? We got more money right now than we've ever had, but we just cannot take care of it. And if we was to have to go and do what looks like we may have to do, now, what does that show everybody in the state of Arkansas about our county? It's just, I guess I'm too passionate about Jefferson County because, I've been here my whole life and I just want Jefferson County to succeed.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
The totals that I'm looking at here, was some equipment purchased? When the last time we purchased equipment from you?
It's probably been, I don't know if I brought that with me or not. It's on a 5-year lease, so it looks like 28 is the last maturity date, so it would have been in 25. It wouldn't have been in 25. I don't know if I got that with me or not. I've had so much paperwork out today trying to make sure I had it. Okay, we got, looks like somewhere, I haven't got that with me. The last, you got 1, 2, 3 that will mature in 28. So they had bought in 23.
23. Another question, sometimes it gets a little bit of a task to keep up, because we recently, I think, sold some equipment at an auction. Was that your equipment we sold at that auction?
No, it was older equipment, and they sold one piece of equipment, and I don't know who, that was still on the lease, and it was a piece of equipment. I don't know who called it, Miss Taggart's office called it, or whoever, but I was contacted by Miss Taggart's office needing a copy of the original lease, copy of the original bill of sale, which I do have, and a payoff. So they wanted to pay it off because it was supposedly sold in error. It was not supposed to win.
Yes, sir. I was just trying to make sure I had an accurate understanding that some equipment from Jefferson County that we were still paying on was sold at auction.
One piece was, yes.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It paid off $204,594.72.
Wait, a $200,000 piece of equipment?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the piece of equipment. Miss Taggart contacted me to send.
Not nobody from the road department, but Ms. Taggart.
Correct. I sent it to her office.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right.
And there had been this year $159,511.42 paid already on leases.
I heard you, and we're gonna move on, but I thought I heard you, viewing the previous conversation that you had, and you were suggesting that other loans had been paid, or lease agreements to other lenders, and you have not been.
I don't know if they're leases or what they are. I watch the Quorum Court meeting every month, and I just know that there was other banks.
So that was based on just watching the meeting?
Oh, yes. I don't know anything about it, but, you know, I'm very interested in Jefferson County. I came for several months when this all started, and to be honest with you, I said, I'm not going up there. It's gonna be a ruckus up here, you know, before it's over with. So I said, so I quit coming and started watching it on my phone every month. But I just sincerely, all these loans was made in good faith from our bank, and all we need is, because second of all, we need our money, but I don't want our county to be where we're at.
Okay, Mr. Ray, and the public, this is a list with a cover letter from the judge's office that we received on Friday that we needed to get through to be able to know what he is requesting funds for now. Whatever is in here is on the agenda to be read. It would be its first time tonight because the other 5 justices left. The other 5 justices left, so we cannot suspend the rules. So it will go on for its first reading tonight. And if we could move on, we'll go ahead and do that and get our third and final reading done on the first 8, 9, 10 items. But I'm assuming that some of what was submitted on Friday will be on this agenda and will be up for its first reading.
Okay, when I brought the request to be on, I guess it was Thursday or Friday, I don't know what day it was, but I took,
So we're gonna move on, and I appreciate that. If there are no more comments from the public, we're down to unfinished business. Seeing none, can we get a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Nay, same sign. Madam Clerk, give us a count, please.
Reginald Adams,
Yes.
Africa Carroll,
Yes.
Melanie Dumas,
Yes.
Brenda Gaddy. Yes. Cedric Jackson,
Present.
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Richard Victorino,
Yes.
Marguerite Williams.
Yes.
All right, thank you. First item on the new business, Madam Clerk, and these items are up to their third and final reading. I believe there's one that's for the second reading, and then there are several up for their first reading. So please identify those as you go through them, if you would please, and we're gonna move swiftly.
Item number 1, it's on for its third reading. An appropriation ordinance to create a slot and request a supplemental appropriation to fund 3101 style JJE. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas. The Quorum Court is hereby authorized to approve the creation of one additional slot within Fund 3401 style juvenile justice education. The Quorum Court is also hereby authorized to approve the increase of various slots within Fund 3401 style juvenile justice education to align with surrounding school districts. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a supplemental appropriation to fund the new slots and increase various slots within Fund 3401 in the amount of $217,886.58 to the following lines: 3401 418 1001 salaries, $171,038.32. 3401 418 1006 FICA, $13,084.45. 3401 418 1007 retirement, $26,203.09. 3401 418 1009 insurance, $7,560.72. That this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effective from and after its passage, and retroactive pay shall be effective beginning January the 1st, 2025. Item number 2.
Is there a motion on this item, approval of this item? Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Is there a motion?
Second.
That Johnson and
Jackson.
Jackson. Any discussion? If none, all in favor of the motion signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay, same sign. Madam Clerk, call roll, please.
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dillis,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Close the vote, Madam Clerk.
So 8 yeas, 5 absent.
Okay, thank you. Item 2, please.
Item number 2. Item number 2 is on its third reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide a supplemental appropriation to fund 1803 Juvenile Justice Center. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas. The county judge is hereby authorized to provide a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $95,000 to the fund 1803 418 2005 as detailed in the attachment. The county judge is authorized to approve the appropriation as outlined in Article 1. The county treasurer is hereby directed to transfer $95,000 from the Detention Facilities M&O Fund 3017 to Fund 1803. That this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Is there a motion, please?
Motion approved.
Second.
Discussion? No discussion. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay, same sign. Madam Clerk, call roll, please.
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dumas,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent.
Thank you, madam. Next item, please.
Item number 4. Item number 3 is on its third reading.
You've been on 4, aren't you? Okay.
Item number 3. Item number 3 is on its third reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer within Fund 1851 School Lunch Program. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas. The county judge is authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $30,000 from Fund 1851 418 2005 Food to 1851 418 2003 Janitorial, as detailed in the attachment. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve this distribution to the appropriation as set forth in Article 1, that this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Who made the motion?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Just asking for a motion. Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Second. Okay. Discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Madam Clerk, call roll, please.
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dumas,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent. Item 4 is on its third reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide various transfers within Fund 1000 County General, Style 6 Division. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $9.56 from Fund 1,414-3073 Machinery and Lease to 1,414-3001 Accounting and Auditing. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve the transfer in the amount of $185 from Fund 1,414-3073 Machinery and Lease to 1,414-3023 Internet Connection. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $109.24 from Fund 1,414-3073 Machinery and Lease to 1,414-3100 Other Miscellaneous. That this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Motion.
Motion to approve.
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay, same sign. Roll call, please.
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dumas,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent.
Okay.
Item 5 is on its third reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer from Fund 3031 Circuit Court Juvenile Justice to Fund 1809 Fins and Truancy and various internal transfers within Fund 1809. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $3,369.38 from Fund 1809-414-1003 Extra Help to 1809-414-1009 Health Insurance Matching. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $25.60 from the Fund 1809-414-1003 Extra Help to 1809-414-1016 Life Insurance. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $3,145.49 from Fund 1809-414-3007 Drug Testing to 1809-414-3001 Accounting and Auditing. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $11,271.40 from Fund 1809-414-3007 Drug Testing to 1809-414-3030 Travel. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve an appropriation in the amount of $13,171.20 to the following lines: $7,000 to 1809-414-3030 Travel, $6,171.20 to 1809-414-3094 Meals and Lodging. The county treasurer is hereby directed to transfer $13,171.20 from Fund 3031 Circuit Court Juvenile Division to Fund 1809 Fence and Truancy. That this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Is there a motion?
Motion approved.
Second.
All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. I'm sorry, I didn't call for discussion. Any discussion on this item? All those in favor of the motion signify by saying aye. Aye. Nay, same sign. Madam Clerk, call roll, please.
Adams.
Yes.
Carroll.
Yes.
Dumas.
Yes.
Gaddy.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Reginald Johnson.
Yes.
Victorino.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent. Item number 6, it's on its third reading. An appropriation ordinance to accept various grants for Fund 1809, style of fence and truancy, be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas. The county judge is authorized to approve the acceptance of Simmons Grant in the amount of $25,000 to be placed in Fund 1809. The county judge is authorized to approve the acceptance of JAG Grant in the amount of $11,085.61 to be placed in Fund 1809. The county judge is authorized to approve the acceptance of a drug court grant in the amount of $16,000 to be placed in Fund 1809. The county judge is authorized to approve the acceptance of juvenile officer supplemental grant from the Administrative Office of the Courts in the amount of $20,000 to be placed in Fund 1809-414-3003 Computer Services. That this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Is there a motion?
Motion to accept.
Second.
Moved and second. All those in, moved and second, discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay, same sign. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Adams.
Yes.
Carroll.
Yes.
Dumas.
Yes.
Gaddy.
Yes.
Jackson.
Yes.
Reginald Johnson.
Yes.
Victorino.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent. Item number 7, it's on its third reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide a supplemental appropriation to Fund 3025, style victim witness. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is hereby authorized to provide a supplemental appropriation in the amount of $6,000 to 3025-422-3114 special projects. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve distribution to the appropriation as set forth in Article 1, that this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Motion to approve.
Second, please.
Second.
Moved and second, any discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay, same sign. Madam Clerk?
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dumas,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent. Item number 8, it's on its third reading, an appropriation ordinance amending appropriation ordinance number 2025-8 to include retroactive pay beginning January the 1st, 2025. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the Quorum Court is hereby authorized to amend appropriation ordinance 2025-8 to include retroactive pay beginning January the 1st, 2025 for the 2025 Jefferson County budget. That the county judge is hereby authorized to approve the retroactive pay beginning January 1st, 2025 due to the adoption of the Jefferson County on June the 9th, 2025. That this ordinance hereby amends appropriation ordinance 2025-8 and the 2025 budget to include retroactive pay with no appropriation changes. This ordinance shall be retroactive to January 1, 2025 and in full force and effective immediately upon its passage and approval.
Is there a motion? Is there a motion?
Motion to pass.
Is there a second? Discussion?
Yeah, who's the retroactive pay for justice?
You was part of this.
We thought that should stay, I thought that should stay back, but maybe, I may be, but I feel like that just.
Yeah. No, we didn't change anything.
We not changing.
Oh, no, right, no. No, I just wanted
Just clear.
to be understood that retroactive pay was for teachers,
Not JP.
not JPs.
That's where I was.
Just for an FYI, again, that's the part of the discussion is that this retroactive pay is for the school teachers in the juvenile detention facility. One of the things that has happened is that the juvenile facility had to get certified teachers and make their pay competitive with local school districts for the state to reimburse them. And so they should have been come on board back in January, so this is just retroactive. And to clear up that conversation, the justice of the peace, all except Justice Victorino, are still missing pay from 2023, and we're still working. We're still missing per diem from 2023. I believe it's December of 2023, and we're still working. And you don't see any ordinances asking for that money, do you? Just but you don't talk about the public, so I want the public to know that the judge refused to pay us in December of 23, and we still have not gotten that compensation. Yeah, he said he paid the other five. Yes, they paid. Okay. All right. Are we clear on that? Ready to vote? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nay, same side. Motion passes. Madam Clerk, call the roll. I'm getting ahead of you.
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent.
Thank you.
Item number 9, it's on its third reading, an appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer within Fund 1000, styled assessor. Being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $1,000 from Fund 1000-104-3040, advertising and publishing, to Fund 1000-104-3090, dues and membership. The county judge is authorized to approve the distribution as outlined in Article 1, that this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Moved and second, discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Nays, same sign. Madam Clerk?
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dumas,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent.
Thank you. Motion passed, I believe. We're on item number 10. Is that correct?
Item number 10 is on its third reading, an appropriation ordinance to appropriate the remaining grant balance for 3525 style GVI. Being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is hereby authorized to approve an appropriation in the amount of $41,801.41 to Fund 3525. The county judge is hereby authorized to appropriate funds within the following lines as detailed in the attachment. 3525, 400, 1003 extra help, $17,890.54. 3525, 400, 1006 security matching. Social security matching, $1,368.63. 3525, 400, 1007 retirement matching, $2,740.83. 3525, 400, 3101 training and education, $9,600. 3525, 400, 3040 advertising and publication, $10,201.41. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve distribution to the appropriation as set forth in Article 1 and Article 2, that the appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect and after its passage and approval.
Is there a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Okay. Discussion? All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Madam Clerk?
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dumas,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
Okay.
8 yeas, 5 absent.
Is that all of our items that are on the third reading, Madam Clerk?
Yes,
Okay, so item 11 is up for its second reading,
yes,
and then the remainder are up to their first reading.
yes, sir.
I received a text a little while ago, and the justices are using their phones to have their agenda.
Thank you.
They're not playing that little game. They're using their phones for their agendas. It contains their agendas because when an email comes, it goes to the email, and with these new phones, it can also be sent to their telephones. So that is what you're seeing, is that they're using the phones just like I'm using the paper. Thank you.
Justice.
Thank you.
Not to mention, weren't you the one that asked for copies of everything? And
I asked for hard
We don't
copies.
get copies.
Yeah, so we can't get copies, we have to use our phones unless we go and request it.
And
Put mine down.
just to note that, the notebook that I was issued 2 years ago,
And this how
Quick.
thick- and this how thick it is.
and I returned it to the judge's office, and the technician said it was unrepairable. And, that's been 3 months ago, so,
Right.
so, for clarity, I just wanted to, I didn't want to be on my phone, I just read that text message earlier, and I wanted to clarify that that's what's going on. It's an electronic device, it's not a game. They're carrying on the county's business, using an electronic device. Okay. Item number 11 is up, I believe, for its second reading.
Item number 11, an appropriation ordinance to provide various transfers from Fund 3025 Prosecuting Attorney Victim Witness to Fund 1000 County General Style Prosecuting Attorney. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $200 from 3025-422-3040 advertising and publication to 1,416-2001 general supplies. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve a transfer in the amount of $300 from 3025-422-3090 dues and membership to 1,416-2001 general supplies. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve transfer in the amount of $300 from 3025-422-3094 meals and lodging to 1,416-2001 general supplies. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve transfer in the amount of $750 from 3025-422-3095 paupers and welfare to 1,416-2001 general supplies. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve transfers in the amount of $1,000 from 3025-422-3100 other miscellaneous to 1,416-3102 computer software support and maintenance agreement. The county judge is hereby authorized to approve transfer in the amount of $1,000 from 3025-422-3101 training and education to 1,416-3102 computer software support and maintenance agreement. The county treasurer is hereby authorized, directed to transfer $3,550 from prosecuting attorney victim witness fund 3025 to county general fund 1000. That this appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And that item is on its second reading, and we will vote on it on its third reading, so we'll need to have to call another special meeting to pass it. Again, because those other five, well, two of those other five justices could have stayed and made this go a whole lot quicker, a whole lot easier, but they chose not to be a part of this meeting. And
Justice,
yes, Justice Adams.
if there is any other justice that is listening now that fails to come and let's suspend the rules and try to figure out how to get FPT paid, I'm asking you, would you come on in right now?
I think that's admirable, but we don't know based upon the judge's request which monies he's asking for to pay FTC. We don't know.
Is that figure that Justice Dumas came?
The one that's how much he needs, but there are 4, 5 different, requests. And we don't know which ones to pass.
So we'll just proceed.
On the first reading?
Yes.
Yeah, proceed on the first first reading.
Madam Clerk, you can verify item 12. Yes, sir, Justice Adams.
In that particular line item where that, FBT is being paid, do anyone have that information, what's in that line item? Even if we pass the 400, what is it, 400 and, got 430 that he's asking for, you still liking $200,000 to make it whole.
He has that on this one. So they're in two different things.
Sir. Yeah, it's two different line items. Now, do you know exactly what line item that needs to be paid from? Clerk?
I don't have it in front of me. Line item to be paid for. I don't have it, I don't know what company it is now.
So it seems like it's road department is where they've been paying this, lease payment from, and that's item number 15. And the line item they've been paying from is the lease purchasing, which is, $5,005 is the lease principal line, and $5,006 is the lease interest line.
So which one of these proposed ordinances? So we still don't know.
You have to ask him if he's still down there, which one he will approve, because it doesn't, it's 4 separate ones, 4 or 5 different requests for money.
Well, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more items up for their first reading. So,
The
7.
request is not an ordinance, right?
No, the request is just requesting, but it needs to be an ordinance, but again, these ordinances do not state, which money is being allocated for that payment, so, we've got to read them all one time anyway, and so if it's in here, we'll read it tonight, and when we call the meeting to, read item number 11 a second time, we'll be able to read these items a second time. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Madam Clerk, you ready for item number 12?
Item number 12 is on its first reading, an appropriation ordinance to provide an appropriation to fund 1,000 county general, county judge. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is authorized to provide an appropriation for $571,664.29 within fund 1,100 county judge and 1,108 building and grounds as detailed in the attachments. The county judge is authorized to approve the distribution as outlined in the attachment. The appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Okay. Again, this first ordinance appears to have sufficient funds in it to be partial payment. However, there's no specificity as to they paying John with this money. We're just appropriating it to the line item that's requested. That is the first reading of this item. It requires 2 more readings.
Justice Carroll, can
Yes.
I say something to that
Yes.
appropriation ordinance? If those are new monies that are being requested for appropriation in the amount of $571,000, if you will look on your treasurer's report for county general, you only have $300 and something thousand available for appropriation. I don't know whether those are new monies, cause I'm just seeing this, but for county general, we have $326,000 available for appropriation as of the July treasury report.
So this
This item's first reading, so before we, meet again, we'll need to look at that and, be square with the treasurer.
So, I got a question, Justice. So at this point, is there a need to read these items, or why can we not just send him an email and tell him to send it through the clerk's office and let's go and do the reading and get it
Schedule a
done?
meeting and he tell us which one it is so we can go ahead and get everything.
These items did come through the clerk's office.
We're talking about
Yeah, we're
specifically
talking about
this one,
FBT.
FBT, this one right here, so we can get it paid.
Well, I see, I hear the urgency, but we still need to dispense with the other 7 items.
Oh yeah, I'm with that, but I just don't see why we would read that when we could do it in one
meeting
city
that they,
for
or he
FBT.
calls a meeting and they.
Well, I think, again, we're talking about fairness and, Mr. Ray has already talked about, he kinda got an issue that maybe some people are getting paid and they're being overlooked. I mean, that's my conclusion. And, we don't wanna do the same thing with other people.
That's not true.
But,
I'm not, I think surely nobody thinks that I pointed anything to anywhere.
Well-
I just said that, I just know the other banks got paid and I haven't. So,
Right.
So that, I don't think that's.
that's kind of what I said.
Anything out there at anybody.
I think
We
that's
can
kind of what I
still read
said.
them all, but that was what we need to try to do to get his, because he has a close to
Well, the thing to do, the thing to do from my perspective is, at the next meeting, when we're trying to read item 11 for the second time, and these items for the second time, that 2 of those 5 justices that are not attending these meetings will show up, so that we would have 9 people, and we can suspend the rules and send all the items to their third and final reading.
We don't have that time.
I'm gonna approve.
This is.
We don't have it before it gets turned over to us.
That's Tuesday this week, tomorrow,
No,
next week.
it's next Tuesday.
Oh,
Okay.
next Tuesday,
Okay.
okay.
All right. So are we clear now?
Yes.
Ready to move on?
So
We're gonna invite our justices to
a
our,
meeting for that?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, call a special meeting for that.
We got to call a special meeting anyway to pass item number 12, because it was on its second reading. And so, item 11 is on its second reading. And so we've got to come back to pass that. And when we come back to read it for its third and final time, if 2 of the other justices show up, we can take these 8 items we have tonight that are getting their first reading and make a motion to suspend the rules and move them all to their third and final reading at the same time. So at some point, you're going to have to call a special meeting. At some point. And there's no way that we can, I don't know a way we can pull it out and do it separate, because we don't have 9 people here tonight.
Just read it, yeah.
I think we should
continue to read.
Okay. All right, so did we finish reading, that first item? And so we have identified where some of that money might be coming from, and we have read that item tonight one time. Okay, let's move quickly. Madam Clerk, item 13.
Item number 13 is on its first reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide an appropriation to fund 1,800 veteran service. Be it enacted, the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is authorized to approve reimbursement in the amount of $15,000 to line item 1,800-3100 of the professional service line as detailed in attachments. The county judge is authorized to approve the distribution to the appropriation as set forth in Article 1. The appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval. Item number 14 is on its first reading. An appropriation ordinance to transfer funds from Fund 1006 County General Reserve to Fund 1804 Solid Waste Contract Fund. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is authorized to approve a transfer for $470,015.64 from Fund 1006 County General Reserve to Fund 1804 700 3009 other professional services as detailed in the attachment. The county judge is authorized to approve the distributions outlined in the Article 1. The county treasurer is authorized to transfer $470,015.64 from Fund 1006 County General Reserve to Fund 1804 Solid Waste Contract. This appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval. Item number 15 is on its first reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide transfer within Fund 2000 Road. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is authorized to provide a transfer and appropriate funds for $445,185.83 within Fund 2200 as detailed in the attachments. The county judge is authorized to approve the distribution of funds as outlined in Article 1. The appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval. Item number 16 is on its first reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer within Fund 3403 Mecca. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court, County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is authorized to provide a transfer of $12,737 within Fund 3403 Mecca as detailed in the attachments. The county judge is authorized to approve the distribution outlined in the attachments. The appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect after its passage and approval. Item number 17 is on its first reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer and appropriate funds within Fund 1000 County General OEM. Being enacted by the Quorum Court of the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is authorized to provide a transfer of $47,217.08 within Fund 1500 as detailed in the attachments. The county judge is authorized to approve the distribution outlined in the attachments. The appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect after its passage and approval. Item 18 is on its first reading. An appropriation ordinance to provide a transfer of funds within Fund 3026 Public Defender. Be it enacted by the Quorum Court of County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the county judge is authorized to provide a transfer and appropriate funds of $6,167.76 as detailed in the attachment. The county judge is authorized to approve the distribution of funds as outlined in Article 1. The appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Just the last item, Madam Clerk.
Yes, the final item, item 19, it's on its first reading. An appropriation ordinance to transfer Fund 3025 Victim Witness to Fund 1000 County General Prosecuting Attorney. Be it enacted the Quorum Court of Jefferson County, State of Arkansas. The county judge is authorized to provide a transfer of $3,550 from 3025 Victim Witness to Fund 1000 County General Prosecuting Attorney as detailed in the attachment. The county judge is now authorized to approve the distribution as outlined in the attachment. The county treasurer is now authorized to transfer $3,550 from Fund 3025 Victim Witness to Fund 1000 County General Prosecuting Attorney. This appropriation ordinance shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Thank you. Did we skip anything?
I'm sorry.
So, item 12 through 19 were up for their first reading, is that correct? Item 11, second reading, and items 1 through 10 were passed on their third and final reading.
Justice Carroll.
Yes.
There is one more item. There is a resolution. The
Okay.
resolution is the final item.
Okay. I have it here.
voted on tonight?
I have
It's
it
a
here.
resolution.
I'm sorry.
Can it be voted on tonight since it's a resolution?
I think a resolution will take something majority, right? I'm thinking that, a resolution only requires, there's no money involved. So I think it only requires a single reading and a majority vote.
Yep.
I believe I'm correct. And with the prosecutor's office.
Agreed.
Okay. So, Madam Clerk, would you proceed?
A resolution of the Quorum Court of Jefferson County, Arkansas, approving appointment of one member of the Port Authority Board. Whereas the passing of one member, David Bush, to the Port Authority Board has created a vacancy on said board. Be it resolved by the Quorum Court, the County of Jefferson, State of Arkansas, the appointment of Robert Lewis to the Port Authority Board to complete the term of David Bush that will expire June the 30th, 2028, is now approved. This resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after its passage and approval.
Motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Moved in second, discussion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Nay, same sign. Madam Clerk?
Adams.
Yes.
Carroll.
Yes.
Dumas. Gaddy. Jackson. Reginald Johnson.
Yes.
Victorino.
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
8 yeas, 5 absent.
Thank you. Okay, that concludes our business for tonight. And, Madam, yes, Justice Dumas.
I would like to ask, and I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but whoever wants to speak, one of the elected officials, if they would explain how the procedure is supposed to be for, purchasing items, large price items, and what happens when you don't. It won't take that long, because it's someone who.
Anyone want to touch that question? Madam Sheriff, you want to touch that?
Sure.
3 minutes, or less.
Are you speaking to specific purchases or?
So, mainly, large items like maybe vehicles or things like that, things that that would need appropriate.
Those purchases are governed by ACA 1422-106, I believe. That statute lists of commodities that are exempt from bids. When it comes to purchase of vehicles, if it's $35,000 or more, it has to be bidded out. It's listed bids. The only exemption to that is that if it's on state contract and it's 35 or more, there is no bidding process. You can purchase it without soliciting bids. And there's an additional allotment of $1,200 that you can add to that for accessories that can be added to the vehicle. But generally, if it's $35,000 or more for a vehicle, it has to be bidded out, and this is a state contract. There's also an additional exemption, if it's at least 1 year or older, or it has at least 5,000 miles, the $35,000 mark does not matter.
Okay. Is it the same for equipment too?
Equipment is by hours. I think it may be 5,000, at least 5,000 hours.
Thank you.
Again, just for information, our appreciate the opportunity to serve you all tonight. Also, we want to see those who are in attendance here in person and those that may be coming through the video stream. This is this group's third meeting. It is a meeting with no compensation, no per diem. This is our third meeting to pass these 10 or 11 items. Each time that there is a breach of the procedure ordinance, for us to do business, it calls for 3 meetings. And again, these justices do not receive per diem compensation. And so people who are having to change their schedule on their jobs, etc., do that with the willingness to serve this community. And tonight, there are 8 additional items. Unless 2 more justices come to the meeting to give us 9 so we can suspend the rules, we'll have to meet 2 more times to finish the agenda tonight with the items that were submitted by the judge's office that includes payment for some persons that that we owe, our vendors. And so, again, and the next 2 meetings, there will be no compensation, no per diem for these justices. And those 5 justices who choose not to come, the judge doesn't have to come, because he doesn't vote. But those 5 justices who choose not to come are holding up county business, because you can see by your video and your comments, these 7, 8 people have been coming out on a consistent basis, meeting 4 and 5 times a month to try to get county business done. And again, there is no compensation, no funding for us, nothing special, nothing for extra gas, extra time, taking off from work. So just want the public to know that. And so I'm going to ask that you ask that as we prepare to call another meeting, that we will get 2 of those other 5 justices to find it in their heart and their commitment to the county to come out and give us the 9 people necessary to pass these items on a single vote. That doesn't make any sense. So with that being said,
I need to say something to get
Justice Gaddis.
to get it clear on my part. The gentleman that was up talking, when he was talking in the first meeting, that would be me. I did not know anything. I'm talking about Brenda, didn't know anything about that we owe these people. I didn't know it. I appreciate him coming. Now we know how to act up on it. I just wanted to make it clear with him. I didn't know anything about it. And I'm glad that he talked to me last Tuesday. He did mention it. And I did mention it to him that I didn't know anything about it. Because it looked like to me, it was done backwards. It was done backwards. It should have went, am I correct, justices? It was done backwards. So now, since we know how to deal with that.
When you say done back.
Exactly. And again,
Tell them what
we appropriate.
Yeah,
We appropriate.
Right.
We appropriate the monies that are requested in each elected official's budget.
Right.
And it is up to them to dispense that monies in accordance with what they are requesting based on the line items. But as long as there's a provision that allows elected officials to move items from line item to line item and pay and pick and choose, nothing we can do but appropriate the money. And
Right.
so, again, with that being said, if there's nothing else to claim our attention, but we need to set a meeting date. We need to set a meeting date. What's today, Monday? When you get off again? Is there a motion to adjourn? You adjourn, everybody gonna leave before we,
Yeah, most of adjourn.
is there a second?
Second.
Is that, give us a vote, Madam Clerk.
Adams,
Yes.
Carroll,
Yes.
Dumas,
Yes.
Gaddy,
Yes.
Jackson,
Yes.
Reginald Johnson,
Yes.
Victorino,
Yes.
Williams.
Yes.
You guys have a meeting date, we're gonna call, Justice, Jackson. We're gonna have to call Justice Jackson, that's where we're gonna meet.
Okay. Hey, baby.
Hold on, bro. Got it? Sound like me. Leave it.
I talked to everybody.